Goedenavond, good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Welcome again in our living room for another tango and wine.
Yes. I'm still Sven.
And I'm still Sonia.
Yes.
And in the background we still have our podenco mix. Ta-da!
Okay, we start every class by saying cheers.
Here's to you.
Here's to you, here's to
And
us.
your tango class.
Yes. So again, this is a class for beginners, not absolute beginners, people that have like a few months of experience already. And today we will be looking at something that most people associate with tango a lot, which is called the boleo. Don't worry, we will get to that immediately. Before we do that, we're going to warm up with our cuadrado that turns a quarter of a turn. So, we will show you first. So, always the cuadrado that turns starts with side, forward, forward. The second forward we're going to turn and then turn also the side step. Change of weight and then we add a back step. Side, forward, forward, turn, change and back. Side, forward, forward, turn, side, change and back. Side, forward, forward, turn, side, and change. Let's do that together, okay? We've done that in the past
Yes.
already.
So
If it's too quickly for you,
on music?
no, let's do it just without music. If this goes too quickly for you, please check out the first videos of this series.
Yes. So
5, 6, we start with the side step, 7, and 1, 2. The third one, we're going to turn slightly, and then we're going to turn a bit more while making our side step. Change of weight. And 1, 2, 3.
And
Turn.
turn, side,
And change. And 1, 2, 3. Turn, turn, change, and 1, 2, 3. Turn, turn, change, and one more time. 2, 3. Turn, turn,
and
change, and 1, 2, 3. Turn, turn, change, and 1, 2, 3. Turn, turn, change, and 1, 2, 3. Turn, turn, and change. Let's try that with music. That should be working fine.
so this movement allows you to move around in your living room in small spaces.
Yes. I hope the quality of the video is okay.
But if it's not, just let us know through the YouTube.
The sound is okay. Okay. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, Last time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, very good. Perfect. Okay, as you could see, we are dancing this also in the closed embrace. Feel free also by now to try that now and then, unless one of you has the COVID virus, then stay away from each other.
Well, we hope that was working, and you can always check out the previous videos, like Sven was saying. Also, you can do it in open embrace, of course.
Now that we are warmed up, we're going to review the backward ocho, because we need the backward ocho in order to be able to do a backward boleo. The backward ochos we were also doing in the previous 2 or 3 classes even. So if you are confused and not following this well, please check the other videos of last week and the weeks before. So we show first side step to start, change of weight, a pivot for the follower backwards, a side step, another pivot for the followers backwards, another side step, another pivot, a change of weight, and an exit while turning. So we're able to rotate in the living room. So side,
I collect
change, and pivot.
I
1,
step, collect
2,
and pivot.
3,
Collect and
4,
in front.
change, and exit while turning. We show it one more time, then you try it together with us. And
Pivot,
turn,
step. Pivot,
and turn.
step. Pivot,
Change for the leaders only.
exit, together in turning motion.
One more time, and then we try together.
1 to the side, collect, pivot. Back step, collect and pivot. Another back step, collect, pivot in front of your partner. Exit with him
While
in
turning.
a turning motion.
Okay, let's try that immediately together. That should be working. 5, 6, we go slowly, of course, 7, and side. I change the weight to my right leg, and I keep the follower on her right as well. I slightly bring my hips backwards, so that the lady starts to almost fall forward to the ball of her feet. Then I turn slightly my chest to the left, and we make 1 step to the side.
I keep on collecting my legs, but I don't put down my right foot because that might confuse me. So I keep it up in the air, knees are joined.
I transfer my hips back again, and then I turn the chest. I arrive here, transfer the hips back, change your weight, and exit. While turn. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, back, turn, 3, turn, 4, turn, change your weight, turn while exiting. By the way, if you have an account, please let us know who is there. It's always nice to know. 6, 7, and 1, 2, turn, 3, turn, 4, turn, change your weight, we exit while turning. 6, 7, and
we go
1,
side,
2, turn,
turn,
3, turn, 4, turn, change while
pivoting.
pivoting. With music. Ochos in 2 beats. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, and 3. Sorry about that.
okay, good. this goes too quickly for you, you can always review the videos
Yes.
of tonight, play it slowly, and also look back at the previous
There's
videos.
also a technique video on pivoting in our whole archive of YouTube live sessions we have been doing. So if you're interested in how to do a good pivot, you can always check that out, of
Yes.
course.
You can go to our website, by the way, btango.com, online classes. There it's a bit more structured than on YouTube. Okay, good. Now, before we get to the boleo part, we would like to kind of improve a little bit the boleo, the ocho first. So, as we were saying, for the leaders, it's quite important. Nothing is important in here, of course. But when we are leading the partner, your first direction will be to turn the partner by going forwards towards her. Now you can see that she's going to actually transfer the weight backwards and start to step before pivoting. And this is not our objective. Our objective is that she pivots and then makes a step. So for this, it's very important, again nothing is important, but it's important for the pivot to work, that I transfer my weight completely backwards so she starts to go to the front of her feet here. And then when I turn her inside of that space, she will be pivoting and then making the step. Okay? It's important also for the next part of the lesson. Now that transfer back is linear, so it's not while making a turn or while making circle, it's first backwards and then turn the chest, okay? So it's two separate movements.
Now,
for the
for the
followers.
follower, you will want to react quite quickly in the minute you know there's an ocho coming up, the movement you will want to do is just do this. So follow with your chest. I will show from this side so you can see. So you will want to do like this. It's crucial that you get the sensation in your body that on the ball of your feet more weight comes of your entire body, and that you can use this moment just to do a twist. It's like putting out a cigarette. That's the first movement. And because you're doing that, it's easy to pivot, maintain the equilibrium, maintain connection with the upper body and your partner, and then complete your step. So for that, don't follow your shoulder to go in a backward motion. Stay connected with your partner, but react actually in the inside part of the hip. This is already a lot of technical information, but think like there's an engine, a button you open or you push to make it work. So like this, back, and then a step. Yes, I hope that is clear.
Good. Now, with that information, we're going to do the next part, which is called the boleo. If you see people writing boleo with a V, the Spanish write a voleo, like a boleo, it's not that. We're looking for boleos from the bolos, like the rope with the ball attached that the gauchos in Argentina used to use and still nowadays use to catch the cows, to wrap it around their legs. That's why it's called boleo. It's coming from bolos and not from voleo, like flying. Huh? Okay, misunderstanding many people have. So, when we are making this ocho, the same beginning, we're now going to make the same ocho. We're going to lead it a bit further, and we're going to go opposite of her movement. And because of that, she's going to exit the leg and return because of the energy.
We will show it in this side so you can see what happens
We'll
with
show it
my
from the back.
free leg.
So the same beginning, pivot, 1, 2, the same, then I lead a bit further this one, and then I go around her on the opposite side, and then you get a low boleo. So we're not looking for the high boleo.
So it is like he wants to invite me to do a step, but in the end he's changing his mind and I cannot do my step, and that is causing the boleo.
We show once more, and then we're going to separate in order to try this. So we have the first pivot, the same, then I lead a little bit further this one, and then I go opposite of her movement, and then I catch her leg. I change her weight, and we exit. Ta-da!
Yes.
That's why we do tango.
Now ladies, it's our time to learn this movement. So I will set myself in this position so you can see from the side, from the profile. So the beginning is fairly the same as before. You go into a side step. Let's do it with the counting, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8. Collect, pivot. This is still the same as you did before. Then this step is the same intention, a back step, still in connection with your partner. You collect, and you think he's going to send you again back in a backward ocho. But this movement, it becomes free in the leg, right? My leg is going. And in the going moment, Sven is actually stepping over there, which means he's putting his weight and sending me all the way back into this position. His foot comes in between mine, and then when the time is there, I can step over, I collect, and exit together with him. So, about this boleo movement, short, I step backwards, I collect, and it's like I'm rotating again towards my partner. I extend the leg like he's sending me over there again, but in the minute I want to transform, he's not allowing me, so I come back towards him and I step over. Yes? Let's try that 2 or 3 more times all together. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, collect and pivot. Back, collect, pivot. Now, step, then he's sending you and taking your place again. So you have to return. Step over, collect, and exit. Together. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, collect, pivot. Back, collect, pivot. Back, you collect, you send the leg out, but the moment you want to transfer, the leader is already there to get you back. And step over to exit. And to the sides. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, collect, pivot. Back, collect, pivot. Back stepping and sending it out. Toes to the floor. He's in the direction and sends you back. He's over there. You step over and you exit.
Okay, time for leaders. Good. Now for leaders. The lead is pretty straightforward. So we're going to go side, I change of weight. Now I go slightly with my hips backwards, so I transfer the body weight of the partner more to the front of her feet. I turn the chest, then I go side again. I keep the body weight backwards, I turn side again. Now, the moment of the boleo. How can I lead this to her? Well, basically what I'm trying to achieve is I'm trying to go there, but then I try to go even a bit further, but not in a circle yet. So what I would like to do is I would just like to feel like I'm going straight on the side of me. And this is going to allow the partner to feel a movement that goes like this. So she's going to feel like she has to extend the leg. But because in the moment that you are sending her so far, you are remaining and she's connected to the couple, the residual energy will make her turn and extend. So that's what we're trying to achieve, turn and extend. But we're still the extension now before the turn. So you get this side, then continue pushing, so I end up a bit like a fencing position. And then from that position, I'm going to leave her axis alone, and I'm going to let go of her and step around her without her feeling to change it. Only in the moment that I transfer, she will feel it, and then you enter the leg with the parada, she steps over, change her weight, and then we exit. Again, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, backwards with the body weight, turn. Turn, now send her further, leave her axis alone, go around her, present your leg in the parada, she steps over, change the weight, we exit. Again, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Change backwards, turn the chest. Remain backwards, turn the chest. Remain backwards. Keep sending her, go around to the other side. Present your leg into parada. She steps over, exit. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, back, turn, 3, back, turn, 4, continue pushing, step around her, present your leg, she steps over, and we exit.
So let's try with our leader.
But do it very, very slowly. Okay. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 6. Keep pushing through, and now go around her. 7. Look for her leg in the parada. She steps over, change her weight, exit. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, exit. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, exit, side, collect. Okay, good. Let's practice that with music. But before we do so, a small explanation again for the boleo.
So, what you should aim to do when you're doing the boleo is not aiming for the boleo. You want actually your leg work to be smooth and quite natural. How to do that is actually to relax the movement in the hip that has to do the boleo. So, for me, I don't think about going into this motion because then I will lose my equilibrium. I think it's a simple pivot that turns and I want to go into the step. That's actually the line of my leg. I will show you like this, the line of my leg like this. But because my partner is in that direction, I still want to maintain connection with my upper body. So I'm there, he's actually inviting me to step, but he doesn't in the end. And because he's stepping into my space where I should step, you get this boleo movement. So it's like, the boleo, like Sven was explaining before from the gaucho, this thing. So it's like a whip, it goes and it returns. But I'm not looking it for myself from my muscular part in the body. It's because I'm in this motion, he's there, I'm going like I would take a step, but in the end he decides to bring me back because he's taking my space.
Exactly. Now, for the leaders, the most tricky part that we have experience with in our classes is that the leader usually takes the follower to the space that he walks. That's what we usually do for leading. If you do that, you saw that Sonia was losing the balance while doing that movement. So I have to sort of lead her a turn, let go of her, and step around her, and then allow her to return. So we're disconnecting in a sense, okay? You understand that? We're not transferring our axis to the same place. Now also pay attention not to go backwards, because also that, when you go too much backwards with your chest, in the moment that you put your, so she does the boleo, in the moment that you put your weight, she will also fall towards you afterwards. So try to remain nice and straight. So hips aligned on your feet, your chest aligned on your hips, and your head aligned on your chest. So I let go of her, and I go to the opposite side, but I remain straight. Okay? So let's try that with music now. This is for a different class. And then we're going to slowly finish the class. Let's practice with some music. Last tango. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Exit. 6, 7, and 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Exit.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1,
4, 5, 6, 7,
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1.
Okay. Very good, everybody. Let's finish the class. Okay. Very good. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody.
We hope that this move worked for you, but know that you can always review it,
Yes.
put it in a slow motion or slower motion, and practice.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. See you around.
We
Hopefully
will
soon.
not be back next week, but
No.
we normally will be back the week after.
We will keep you
We
informed.
will keep you informed anyway.
For now, thank you for joining us in our living room. Stay safe and
And see you soon.
yes,
Bye-bye.
bye bye.